Welcome to today's show, Strategic Insights Radio, brought to you by Sterling Rose Consulting Corp. Sterling Rose Consulting Corp is a full-service business consulting firm that provides business plan creation and review, marketing plans, website design and branding, marketing implementation, process automation, accounting, custom Zoho CRM design and implementation, and business technology strategy consulting and implementation. The host of today's show is Jennifer Powell.
Thank you, Mike. And I'd like to introduce my guest today. It is Gladys Bonney. She's actually the president of International Cultures and Exploration Africa. So welcome, Gladys.
Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, first, tell our listeners what International Cultures and Exploration Africa is, please.
Be glad to. International Cultures, the bridge across the cultural divide, and Exploration Africa, the African Cultural Bridge, are sister companies bridging the gap and crossing the divide of cultural diversity. They are cultural edutainment companies.
Can you describe what edutainment is? Because I know that's a word a lot of people aren't going to be familiar with.
Yes, of course. Edutainment is our niche, our coin word, which is education entertainment.
So I know that one of the things that you're really big on is not just explaining diversity and the changes in culture, but also really showing every aspect of it through entertainment. So looking at everything from food, music, art, not just business and racial divide or religious divide, but actually looking at the true socioeconomic culture of a community. So
Absolutely.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about how you do that?
Yes, well, International Cultures and Exploration Africa hosts various types of events to educate and entertain people about cultures, to bring that love and unity in the communities, to better our communities, our societies, nations, and the world. So there are various formats in which we present, from workshops to classroom presentations, to theatrical productions, forums, all different types of social events that includes the music, the food, the fashion, the art, the history, all of that. We bring it to you.
And I know that one of the things that you're showcasing right now on some of your social media and your website is some of the art and music. You're actually doing clips of different kinds of music and new artists from different cultures.
Yes, that will be one of our theme workshops, hopefully coming up in, I believe, April and May. We will have workshops on taste of cultures and musicality, presenting different genres of music. But right now we are having our social edutainment workshops that will be coming up here Valentine's Day. And so we're so excited about that.
So tell me a little bit about your Valentine's Day event.
Absolutely. Well, starting off our workshops we have a variety of hosts and facilitators. There's stellar facilitators, highly credentialed and their expertise in their field of diversity, equity, and inclusion. Starting off the workshop will be Shanoa Murray. She's presenting this workshop on love, which is celebrating love in the cultures of Africans and African descendants. And she's going to be providing strategies and tips on how to have a healthy and successful relationship. Then we have Tia Brown, who will be speaking on boundaries. Do we have them? Are they necessary? Do boundaries help or hurt our relationships? So he will also be providing insights on when to say yes or no to maintain that healthy relationship. As well, we have Shayla Bellamy, and I believe you will agree that sometimes it's difficult to love family.
Yes, it is.
Right? So Shayla will be speaking or facilitating the workshop, Is It Difficult to Love Family? And if so, how can we love them through the good, the bad, and the ugly?
Oh, so right on Valentine's Day.
Yes, absolutely.
That's awesome. And I see that you also have some upcoming events celebrating Black history as well. So you have the Lisa Sanders that looking at HBCU alumni and diversity inclusion. So that's the Black Excellence to discuss the benefits of attending for that one.
Yes.
You have a number of different ones that are coming up, and that they are virtual as well in some cases.
Yes, the workshops are virtually cozy. I want to say that. Pull up your chair and join us from the comfort of your home. Lisa Sanders and HBCU alumni will be presenting HBCUs and Black excellence, talking about the role of HBCUs in the African American community and the benefits of attending one of those. Also, we have Shanoa Murray, who will be discussing from discarded people to worthy warriors. And then Shayla and Tio brings it home. Shayla will be speaking about the rising stars in our African American community, such as Amanda Gorman, Serena Williams, and many, many others. And then Tio will be speaking about women, African American women in politics, who give rise to Kamala Harris. And these workshops is a must. You have to be there. Pull up your chair, light the fireplace, light some candles, and just sit back and enjoy.
Yeah, what I like about all this, and what I really want to drive into this conversation is why you became passionate about this, why you started this program.
Well, International Cultures and Exploration Africa are divine visions. Growing up in Africa, West Africa, I fell in love with the culture, the music, the food, the fashion, the dance. When other neighboring countries would come over to Liberia and celebrate. So that resonated in my mind, it resonated in my heart. And when I came to the States, and just before graduating from college, all of these ideas just came pouring into my mind, and I just was blown away with it. So from those visions were birthed Exploration Africa and International Cultures.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people there's a big divide these days politically, and I'm not getting into politics in any way, shape, or form, but there's divides all over the place with everything, and there's a lot of diversity classes and things like that. What I love about what you're doing is you're not looking at diversity, you're looking at what brings everybody together.
Absolutely.
You're literally looking at the music and the art and the fashion and the business and just the relationships.
Yes, we are looking at what people relate to, the universal language. If I were to meet someone from, let's say, from France or from Mexico, how will I interact with that person? How do I cross the bridge to build that relationship so that we can achieve whatever purpose it is that we're trying to achieve? Using universal languages, making someone laugh, offering them food, or having them listen to some music, that creates some type of connection and allow them to be open with you and build a relationship. So yes, universal languages, the cultural, the edutainment is our niche.
Yeah, and I know that one of the interesting parts too is that even in Africa, right? Everyone looks at Africa as a whole, but it's not. It's a whole bunch of pieces, just like the United States.
Absolutely.
And every area of it, every state within it, has such a different, rich culture, and such a different music, different clothes, different ways of life, even different languages in a lot of cases.
Yes. However, despite the variety in the culture, we're one people, having that unity that brings us together. The roots that we have makes us one. Despite the variations, we are still one people.
I know, but it's nice that you're showcasing all those differences.
Yes.
And I wish they would do more of that in America, honestly, because there's so many differences between the North, the South, the West, the East.
Yes.
But it's a nice piece to take a look at all those different facets that make people, the sociology of people, right?
Right.
What makes us who we are. Not just what our beliefs are, but rather what we listen to, how those beliefs have been formed, how we relate to each other, and how similar everyone is. Because it's so interesting, especially because people think we're so different in so many parts, but we're really not.
That's true. We may be different on the outside, but inwardly we are the same. We have the same basic needs and basic desires and values that makes that bring these similarities despite the differences. But it's about embracing the differences, accepting our differences, blending those similarities, sharing brotherly love, collaborating, innovating together as a community of people.
And the one thing I know that you are going to also do is on the side of food is you are posting some recipes and things. I do warn listeners, right? People may not realize that in Africa there are definitely recipes out there that are a lot spicier than you realize.
Absolutely. Yes, you are so right.
So people don't think that, but I'm telling you, I've had some Afrikaans food, and let me tell you, some of it, like, your eyeballs are going to pop out. So be aware if you try out this that you might get some taste that you're not used to.
Yes, it does have a kick to it. It's, we love the peppers, the spice, and all of that. It's flavorful. And so, yeah, you have to try it, though.
Just be aware.
Be open and be aware. It's a little spicy.
Yeah, it was funny because we were actually out to eat the other day, yes. And we actually met a couple that comes from Africa, ironically, and it was funny because she's like, "Yeah, I need something a little bit more spice," so they gave her sriracha sauce. Right. And she's like, "No, I want something spicy. That's not spice."
Hot.
Yes.
She wants something really hot.
Yeah. So it's just funny.
Not temperature hot,
no,
but spicy hot.
She wanted spicy hot. She's just like, "I just got back and I need something hot."
Yes.
And so it's very funny because like people don't realize things like that. They think more bland, more unusually bland, but it's not. And so just keep in mind when you're doing those recipes that if you're not ready for it, it might happen.
Well, you don't necessarily have to make it real spicy,
but if you follow the recipe to a T,
yes,
it might end up that way.
It might end up that way. But, you may want to consider your guests sometimes and, not make it too spicy.
Exactly. And how would people, because I know on various times you're going to actually do clips of music, right? Yes. How are people going to be able to access that?
They can visit our website. That's internationalculturesllc.com or explorationafrica.com. We have features every month. It might be a musician or author of a book or a special recipe or something, maybe a clothing line, any different types of features that we will have on either one of those websites.
Okay, and as far as, I know that you have put out a newsletter too. How do people get onto your newsletter to get some more information about the events that are coming up, about the kind of culture differences that are happening, any stories that are going on?
When you visit our website, you can sign up for our newsletters. There are forms there, our contact us page. You can sign up there, and we'll be happy to send you the newsletters. Also, we will be having membership where you can sign up. One of the things that we will be doing later on down the road will be hosting excursion trips to various different parts of the world once we, have that established and we present a production featuring a certain region or geographical location, then that too we will want to offer the opportunity for you to travel to that location.
And I know right now everything is virtual. Are you intending in 2022 to bring back the in-person again?
Absolutely. Hopefully 2021 may have that opportunity for us to go in person. Actually, we are looking to host an event maybe in August, Fighting the Ills. And this event benefits the American Cancer Society. So hopefully COVID will be has cleared the air, and then we can have in-person events.
I know a lot of what you do too is support other not-for-profits. I know that you're for-profit organizations as well.
Yes.
But that you actually take an advantage of an opportunity, I should say, of utilizing these workshops to help other not-for-profits across different genres, not just diversity related, but health related,
Yes.
community outreach related.
Exactly.
You want to tell me a little bit about what brought you to doing that?
Well, we want to better our communities, and not only bringing that unity, love, and support, but also in other areas where we see our communities will benefit. So in the health field, organizations such as the American Cancer Society, or maybe the Diabetes Association, or the American Heart Association, organizations like that, we want to partner with them so that we're giving back to the community and, helping the community all around. So,
because I know we talked about education at one point. You helped some education and some groups that help homeless. You've done other supporting besides cancer and.
Yes, I had the opportunity to work with the organization some years ago, CareNet Pregnancy Resource Center of Atlanta. Organizations like that just that help the community are organizations that we want to partner with. Organizations that respect diversity, cultural diversity, organizations that advocate education as well as entertainment. So all of these organizations we want to be a part of.
Well, those who are listening out there, keep in mind, reach out to her, not just to obviously to buy your tickets to go see the workshops or to get on the newsletter, become a subscriber, but also you not-for-profits that are out there. Reach out and talk to Gladys and see if there's an opportunity for a partnership there where she can, if there's a good mix and there's a good rapport, that you guys can work together for the support of this type of a program working with you.
Absolutely. Please, we love to work with the communities and any organization out there that is doing things that are constructive, upbuilding to our communities. We want to partner with you.
Yeah. So how would they reach out to you?
You can reach us on our website. There's a contact us page at internationalculturesllc.com, as well as explorationafrica.com.
And I know that you have these upcoming workshops. How do you get people? How do they get on to see your workshop?
Well, again, you will have to book your seats early because these workshops are limited. They're cozy. So if you will visit the websites on the homepage, you will see the workshops listed there. You select the workshop that you're interested in, and you can book your seat right there on the website.
And other than the website, is there any other way for people to reach you?
Yes. Our phone number is 770-450-9595. Again, that's 770-450-9595. You can reach me at president@explorationafrica.com.
So other than, for Valentine's Day. Obviously, we know what you're doing on Valentine's Day.
That's right.
You'll be sitting there listening to your show.
Yes, I would be front row seats.
Well, that's exciting. That's a lot of fun. So that's coming up this Sunday already.
Yes, it's coming up this Sunday. The first show airs at 1 p.m. With Shanoa Murray, celebrating love in the culture of Africans and African descendants, followed by Shayla Bellamy. It's a difficult to love family, and if so, how can we love them? Tia Brown comes in on Thursday, February 18th with boundaries. How do we have them, and do they help or hurt the relationship? So all of these hosts and facilitators will be providing strategies, insights on how to have a successful and healthy relationship. And then Lisa starts off with Black History, with the HBCUs and Black Excellence.
Yeah, and then I know you said earlier that you were talking about the Rising Stars of African American Communities also coming up, and the journey of African American women in politics who give rise to Kamala Harris. So that should be really interesting coming up as well.
Yes, absolutely. Tia Brown brings it all home when he speaks about the African American women in politics who have given rise to Kamala Harris. You definitely don't want to miss that. It's so a benefit, so befitting for a time like this. Also, Shanoa Murray speaks about from discarded people to worthy warriors. That is a very deep workshop also that she will be delving into to affirm the value of African Americans. And then, Shayla speaks about the rising stars, discussing, the upcoming rising stars such as Amanda Gorman, Serena Williams, and many others. And then, let's see who else is there.
Well, I mean, the nice part is that you're looking at, a lot of women as well. You're not just looking at the rising stars that have come up, like Obama, for instance. You are actually looking at the Simone Biles, the Serena Williams,
yes,
the people leading Gorman, who are leading up to Kamala Harris, and the different changes from that, because there's a lot of women in history too that just have never been showcased. And I mean, the movie Hidden Figures that came out, and people didn't even realize the importance that women played in NASA. I mean, there's an IBM, and so there's a lot of things that people just don't realize. And it's nice to showcase the different aspects, some of the truly amazing people who have come out of history that just haven't had that showcase or that forum to be showcased. That you're creating that forum, which is really nice too. And I like the fact that these are all things and discussions about the successes of people.
Yes, we want to spotlight the successes. We want to bring inspirations to people. We want to upbuild you, encourage you, support you, bring that love and unity in the communities so that we are one people. So showcasing all of these influential successors that have, given so much to our community that people haven't heard of. We want to be that platform so that others can see and say, well, I didn't know that this was happening in our community, but now I know. So it's creating that awareness and also the sensitivity of, appreciating cultures and the diversity that we have.
Yeah, because I know a lot of times that people use culture or the differences in diversity to show what's wrong with communities, not what's right with them. And so I like the fact that what international culture and Exploration Africa bring is that bridge to the success and to the barriers that have been broken, and to all of the things that truly do make us a diverse and a community that actually is so much more similar than it is diverse.
Right. And so we want to embrace the differences. The differences are unique. And so we want to accept it, want to embrace it, as well as blend those similarities that we have.
Well, knowledge is power, right?
It is.
And fear is brought because people don't understand.
That's true.
And so I like the fact that this is about educating people about the cultures, about the differences and the similarities.
Right.
And about the fact that, I mean, let's face it, it doesn't matter what culture you are. Boundaries do exist. If they don't, they may and may not hurt your relationship, but they're always there.
Yes.
And let's face it, we've all had that situation where it really is difficult to love your family. So it doesn't matter.
We all have had situations that are like that, and it's challenging sometimes, and you wish you could choose your family, but your family is your family, and so you have to love them, whether it's good, bad, or ugly.
Exactly. So I like the fact that you're showcasing the things that really, really make us the same, which is the relationships we have with our families and with the people we know and with our friends and with our community as a whole. Yeah. And the fact that your group does not just focus itself on your group, that you are truly trying to make the community as a whole just a better place. And so those are the things that I absolutely love about the programs that you do. And I really hope that everybody listening taps in and listens to some of these. You might not be able to do it on Valentine's Day because I know it's a crazy day for some people, but she has upcoming schedules on her website. Check it out on her social media and website, and attend the different events, because they're going to go there as a schedule out there for the upcoming weeks and months.
Yes, and each month we have a different theme. So if you can make it this month, each month we have a different theme. So if this month it's February, it's about love and Black history. Next month, who knows what we have? We'll keep you in suspense, but keep visiting the website.
Also note, everybody listening, that her website, even though it is Explore Africa, but this is about international cultures as well. Yes. So this is not just focused on Africa. She's actually going to focus on totally different cultures. So there might be a time where she has recipes up there for Italian food.
That's right. That's right. So I believe it will be April when we will be hosting workshops on A Taste of Cultures. So you want to keep tuned to that.
That's one I'm really interested in.
You want to stay tuned for that.
But yeah, I mean, I know that one of the things we talked about previously was that you are going to focus on a whole different culture throughout the months.
Right.
And so you're not just going to look at the African nations, you're going to look at every nation.
Absolutely. So that's what international cultures is all about, including everyone, so yeah.
So definitely keep an eye out there, because there's going to be a lot of information that she provides on her site, a lot of social media changes, a lot of different music, a lot of different art, a lot of different food opportunities. So it'll be like going into a world of information.
That's right. Yes, we want to bring you the world. If you can make a trip to Italy, we want to bring it to you.
Yeah, and I know right now a lot of us are kind of stuck at home, and we're quarantined and separated from the world, but that will change. So remember that it's good to learn and understand the other places. And once you are allowed back out and you feel comfortable traveling again, and the world is a safer place again, as far as this bug not being around, it's great to understand and experience, and also give you ideas of places you might not have thought that you ever wanted to experience.
Right.
And that's the other thing that both Explore Africa and International Cultures can bring to you. So again, I would love you to just tell the listeners again how they can get your information and
Yes, if you would visit us at internationalculturesllc.com and explorationafrica.com. Our phone number is 770-450-9595.
And thank you so much for being on our show today.
Thank you so much, Jennifer, for having us here.
And if you want more information about Sterling Rose Consulting Corp., you can reach us at 470-202-8659 or go to our website at sterlingroseconsultingcorp.com.